The more you struggle, the more I have to pick up after you. Or is that what you intended from the start? Truth be told, I'm not sure what to make of you, but sometimes I think you might be the cutest little mess I've ever made. Ever met. That's how I should put it. Ever met. What? You're looking at me with those eyes like you don't even know me. Then what is it? What is it you want from me? Truly. You came here of your own accord, and I tried with all my might, with everything I am, to save you from yourself. But you kept going. You needed that danger in your life, and it consumed you just like anyone else might be. The only difference is, you got a bit carried away there, didn't you? Like it consumed me. In the pits of darkness, in the most crucial of ways. Names. Names don't mean anything here. You've long since exited a realm of which they would. Instead, what we have here is demeanors and feelings, things beyond the tangible realm. But you must have known that, going into all of this, didn't you? Well, as for if you remember it or not, that does seem to be the question, doesn't it? Oh, come on. Don't give me such a look. You'll make me feel bad after all this time. I mean, come on. Come on now. Get real. If I was going to be caring for you for all eternity, then I'd better do it in a nicer way, is what your eyes are telling me. But who said we have eternity? Life is short, isn't it? You came to this island because you had no place to go. I know, life hasn't been good to you, and that's okay. You're not a bad person. I'm not trying to say that about you. Maybe a bit misguided sometimes, and sometimes you get on my nerves, but that doesn't make you... Oh, yes. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Christ. It's not your fault. Everything is all jumbled right now, and I sympathize with you. My name is Vizket. As for if you remember that the next time we meet, I suppose only time will tell, and if you don't remember me for some reason, I wouldn't put it past you to completely forget me and go for somebody else in another route, in which case I would be quite cross with you, and if you did that, I would do something. I promise I would do something. I just don't know what it is because I'd be angry at the time. You understand that? I'm not making a veiled threat. You're the one who was veiled. You know it. Never mind. It's just that you're important to me. And you don't know why you're important to me, no doubt, and that's all right. That's all jolly good. But the problem is we're trapped here for now. And I don't know how long that for now is, and I want us to make some progress in at least living civil lives with things, you know? It doesn't have to always be about something crucial, something forever. I just care about today, if that makes sense. I didn't always care about just today. I wanted to look to the future, but it's so difficult sometimes because days like this. You don't always remember me, and I don't always know you. It's all jumbled together on this island. I think we should get off of it, but at the same time, I'm afraid. What if you forget me altogether again? What if we start again for the 1000th time, and then you do leave me for the other routes? I know what this is. I know where we are, at least from the most basic standpoint, and I would like to tell you, but every time I do, every time I even think of doing that, everything gets all jumbled, messed up, and nasty. I hate it. If I'm honest, it's not very fun, being alone out here. Especially, it's not bad when you're here with me, especially when you give me an ounce of your time. I'm not asking or anything, it's just nicer with it, Having your attention for once. Look, it's all just selfishness from me at some point, and I know I'm rambling about something you couldn't possibly understand, but this island isn't normal. It's messing with each and every one of us. And I know I'm easy on the eyes. You don't have to stare. I couldn't exactly cover up after they ripped it all to shreds. Yes, I'm without a shirt, but at least I'm blessed with pants. I'll be thankful for that every single time I look back at it. What? What do you mean by that? Oh, wait, I know this one. You're going to ask me more about the island, right? To elaborate something about that. And I'm going to tell you... Oh, gods, what do I say? What do I say? Think. Okay. Wait. Did you hear that in the background? No, it's not a dog. I know it may sound that way, but it's not. Trust me, and stay down. We're in the presence of something dangerous, and if it gets to us, we're going to be in a whole lot more mess than right now, love. You have to trust me. Do you trust me? Follow me. This way. Keep up. You're doing all right there. You're not bad, I'll tell you that. And it's good to have you back, all things considered. Running for my life by myself is so much less interesting than running for my life with you, too. Just make sure that they don't catch up. I know what you think they are. They're wild dogs. You don't want to mess with them. If they get on our scent, we'll have to jump again. And then we'll end up down there. And when we end up down there, it's always a mess. Every single time. I think this is 200 times we've done this. Shh, it's okay. I promise, I won't leave your side. It's all right. You're going to be just fine. And besides, if I was going to let something happen to us, then I'd just be shooting myself in the foot. You're as important to this as I am, so take some heart in that. And don't leave me behind. I know there's some attractive fellows here, but I don't want the competition to get to you, if that makes sense. It'd be a bummer to lose someone that actually seems to give a shit. If I'm honest with you, can I be honest with you? Is it even right to be honest this early? If I'm truly honest with you, which probably won't make a lot of sense, you're probably the most genuine person here. And that probably makes even less sense now that you think about it when we just met by your accounts, right? No, I'm not trying to say anything, but thank you. Thank you for not reacting in an overtly negative way. I appreciate that. It may seem like a given, but sometimes it's not that easy when, bad things happen to good people. They change, okay? That's all I can tell you right now. But trust me, and if you meet me and I don't know you, make sure you tell me that you're here to help. You're not here to hurt me. I don't want to make a mistake again. Even if it's past me, even if it's not me anymore. I don't want things to go downhill. I don't want it to be a mess all over again. Trust me, things are difficult. You and I were special to each other. At least sometimes. Other times you break my heart, and frankly, it hurts a lot, and I don't exactly like that side to you. In fact, it's quite hurtful, you hear me? It's quite hurtful, you. But no, not you, the other you. Look, it's like I said. Everything on this island is not what it seems. It seems at first like it's just another island, just another place that you could go for a vacation, and maybe that's how all this started. But it's definitely not how it ends. Or unless we have to... Maybe that's a good idea, actually. Backtracking the vacation. Well, we'll see about that another time, since we're still being chased by dogs. Calm for the situation. Yes, I suppose I would be. It's not my first rodeo, so to speak. No, don't get that wrong. I'm not hiding things from you. It won't let me tell you what I'm not telling you.
You just have to trust me, all right? Please trust me. You will. Oh, thank you. It makes things so much easier when I don't have to constantly be doubted. There's enough going on here for things to get jumbled up that we don't need to jumble each other up while we're at it. Now, if I'm honest with you, and I've been honest from the very start, cross my heart and hope to die, but we are in a rather dire situation. You see, back there in the forest, that's where those wild dogs are. But you see this cliffside, if we jump down here, we go down to the below. And the below is not so nice this time of day. We have to time it just right, because if we stay up here too long, we'll have to be stuck in those trees and they'll wait us out. Trust me, it's not a very fun way to go. No, it's... What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you, so just please watch my back, won't you? Can I trust you? Okay. Thank you for at least being cordial with me. Whether you trust me or not, I appreciate how you've been so far. And for what it's worth, I think we could, have a good go of this island. And look, I don't know how to say this, but you're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're literally the epitome of attraction to me. But that might sound creepy coming from someone you've presumably just met, but trust me, we've been dating for a long time, at least some of the times. It's confusing, I know, but trust me, I'm trying not to make this awkward at all. It's difficult. If I'm honest, it's terribly difficult. I'm scratching my head as the words come out, only to say more nonsense to you. No. It's not what you think. I'm not doing this to try and make you fall in love with me. It's not for the purpose of that. Even if you tossed me aside, I would be hurt and quite crass with you. I would not do anything to hurt you, even if I would cry a little bit. Because I don't like when my heart is broken, and you've done that a few times, Love, you can be pretty cruel, you know that, but you can also be amazing, and that's why I don't blame you for what the other yous did. God, that makes me sound like I'm loony, but at the same time, I'm trying here. I'm trying for the both of us. I'm trying so hard, in fact, that I'm losing my voice at this point. No, trust me, I'm fine. It's just... I don't want to mess things up, and I don't want you to go down someone else's route. I don't want to be left to the wolves, literally. Not because I'm clinging to life, but because I actually have feelings for you. And you might not understand why yet, but you will understand if we manage to get past a certain point, and I want you to understand why. And I want you to fall in love with me. Yes, that's not my main motive, but I want you to fall in love with me all over again. Why? Because I want that. And can you blame me? You're everything I've got here. I can't bear to lose you, and it must sound so wild coming from the shirtless man you've just met. But at the same time, I hope it sounds like something that means a little bit to you. Sorry, I'm just working on it. This whole explanation is long-winded, but so is this being stuck on an island thing. And it just now dawned on me that this is a bad trope of that what would you do if you were stuck on an island with your true love thing. The only difference is there's far more times that we didn't make it. And every single time we end up back here, one of us forgets something, the other does. I'm sorry, honey. If I can call you that. I mean, I'm not trying to step on your toes here. I'm not trying to be a rude asshole either, because honestly, I'm coping here. I'm doing my best with the cards we've been dealt, and I'm trying so hard not to make you hate me that I'm probably stumbling over every needed thing to say and messing up this. But you know what? I'm tired of always crossing these lines and making things about survival when I want it to be thriving. I want to escape here because you're what matters to me. I know we were fighting when we first got here, and maybe that's why all this came to be. Maybe that's why all this island business ended up happening to begin with. But I can't go on without you. Well, I mean, it's not to sound clingy or anything like that. I'm not trying to be that kind of guy, but we've been through so much, and God, I hope I'm not a dick for this, but I'm trying here to be a man who can save you, as well as a man who can steal your heart away from the others. Oh, yes, there are others. I just don't like them very much. They've done me bad so many times, and let me tell you, I don't enjoy it one bit. Not even once. It makes me very hurt every time they try and hit on you. It hurts my feelings and I want to punch them. I have punched them 284 times. And then the other one 362. You're probably wondering why I know the numbers exactly, but it's because it was satisfying every single time. Don't hold that against me. If someone tried to steal your lover right in front of you when you two were getting along just fine, you would want to punch them too, wouldn't you? It's not nice. I know you don't always gotta play nice. I'm not exactly a nice one myself. I'm just confused a little bit of the time. Still trying my best here. But even more than that, I'm trying really hard not to let this go over the deep end. Not make you think I'm some kind of weirdo keeping you here or something. If you wanted to, you could leave right now, but I wouldn't recommend it. Things are dangerous this time of day, and when the sun sets, it gets worse. We need to make it back to the camp. It may not be easy, but we've got ourselves a nice camp and a ship that's been, well, beached, but it's still a nice ship, you know? If we can make it back there and we lock the doors, we'll be safe for the night. Do you want to trust me or no? I'll let you go if you don't want to, but I'm worried about you. Please. No, not to influence your decision or anything. I'd be a crummy guy if I did that. And if I'm honest, I'm not trying to be that kind of guy. You've dealt with enough of those in your life, haven't you? But I don't want to lose you to the distrust we once had, you know? No, it's not anything like that. I promise you, it's not anything big. It's just, we've not had the best run of romance, and I want to do things better. I want to be a good guy that makes you really captivated, you know? Romance should be a captivating thing, don't you think? And I don't want to let you down with that, and I definitely don't want to be a guy who holds you back from that. And I just want this whole island experience to be over, if I'm honest with you. It's getting on my nerves and it's hurting my feelings every time. I don't really like it anymore. Though I guess that implies that it did like it at one point, but I didn't. It's not my fault you don't remember anything. It's not your fault either, and that's what's frustrating. There's no one I can blame for any of this, except for the circumstances and all this nonsense going on, and I just want it to be over. I want us to be back home, together. No, there's nothing that I'm not telling you that I could tell you without things getting all jabberwockied again. No. Okay, maybe one thing. We weren't getting along all that well before this, and we had a bit of a strained relationship in most of them. It's not for the reasons you think. It's not those men trying to steal you away. It's not anyone. It's me. I made some bad financial decisions and got us into a bit of debt, and you held it against me, rightfully so. And things got complicated. It wasn't an easy thing. We never had the easy life, and this whole situation happened because I was trying to get us to a better situation. There's supposed to be some kind of treasure here, and something that I could make up for my mistakes with, and I got us into this mess. There, I said it. I really said it. I can't believe I really said it. You didn't know a thing, but now you know everything, I think. Oh God, what am I doing?
I guess I'm doing the right thing. Being brave, even if it means you won't love me anymore. Well, you can lay it on me if you want. You can blame me for anything you want, because I got us in this mess. And I do plan to get us out of it. And if by the end of it, you really don't love me anymore, then so be it. Hey, look, I made it back to camp. I wish I felt better about that. I mean, at least we're not dog food, right? It's better than it could be. Sorry, I got overwhelmed with everything, and if I'm honest with you, it was just all too much. I might need a moment. You don't want me to go. Why? Bravery. You're saying that I'm brave. Me. Do you have any idea how... I'm glad, but I don't think I deserve praise for getting us lost in this island, trying to search for a treasure, guising it as honeymoon. I got us into this mess, so I wouldn't even blame you if you left me here. Please, at least get some rest for yourself. Do something that makes you happy, because God knows I've fucked that all up. I'm not so great at making you happy. My inventions and things, I always have such big dreams and visions, but I put too much of our safety at hand. This time I can admit it to you. Maybe because you don't remember, because I can't see that face that you've made at me before. It doesn't haunt me quite as much for some reason when I'm talking with you. And I always believe in my inventions, in my creativity, my art. But the world doesn't always support that kind of thing. And not every invention is needed. And I have to swallow my pride sometimes and understand that. It's not that easy, is it? You know that too. Even if you don't remember. I'm sorry that I mucked things up for both of us. Yes, I mean, yes, we are together, strictly speaking. I mean, at least I hope you still have some feelings for me. I'm not just eye candy at the end of the day, am I? Am I? Oh gods, you're gonna say I am, aren't you? I'm sorry, just all of this has been too much. Get inside. The wild dogs are out there. Careful. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I sprung all this on you when you're already confused. I should have saved it for later, but some part of me just couldn't hold it back. I felt too guilty. Yes, of course I want to tell you the truth and nothing but it. Because if I do that, maybe those feelings and memories will come back. Maybe, just maybe, you'll fall in love with me again, and maybe I'll even find that treasure, make things right. I bet it's here, knowing all the shit that we've been through. It's been a mess. Well, I'm glad that, at least right now, you're with me, and there's no bastards to take you away. It makes me just a bit more confident that I'm not the fuck up I think I am. Oh God, I feel so lightheaded after everything. Not because of that, not melodramatic, I promise. I'm not exactly melodramatic, at least. It's more dramatic in the circumstances that I just don't want to lose you again. It would be sad, beyond sad. I don't even have the words to describe it. It scares me, and it's not a very good feeling. No, I don't like being scared either. You know how I feel about horror movies. Wait, no, you don't. Shit. Well, I don't like them, and that's something. My favorite color is turquoise, and my favorite person is you. My favorite thing to do is
go on beach trips, at least until we came here. So I think my new favourite thing is escaping islands and sailing off into the sunset with you. That all sounded rather bland, I'm sure. But even if it did, even if it's bland, it's better than danger, isn't it? And I'm not completely bland. I mean, come on. I've invented the handy-do and this little guy here. And they've helped me a bit here. They're not perfect, and they're not something that's groundbreaking. Clearly not enough. I went on that show and they mocked me in public television. That was interesting. I see why they call it a Shark Tank now. But even then, I'm glad to at least have your support with things. At least formally. Even if things aren't, the same now. It's something to know that you're still here with me. I know I'm grasping at straws and I probably sound pretty pathetic right now if I'm completely honest, but you and all your congeniality and all your damn pep you always put into everything, your passion, it always inspired me. You always were the one who kept us on the ground when I tried to jump every time. I mean, we've known each other since what, kindergarten? It's been so long, but I never thought you'd be mine. So now that when I had the chance and when we'd been dating and when I frankly mucked a lot of things up, I never wanted to admit that maybe you could do better. And I thought about it, and I ached about it for so long. I panicked, and that's what landed us here. If I'm honest, I don't want to be known as the fuck-up who got you locked on an island that you can't get off because everything's all wonky everywhere. I want to be the fuck-up who gets your heart back and sails away into the sunset. If I've got to be a fuck-up, I want to be your fuck-up. Wait, that doesn't sound very convincing at all. But the alternative is more hurtful, if you ask me. The alternative sucks. Seeing you off with those two. I hate it. I hate it so much. In fact, I could kiss you right now, but it's probably not the time, and I would probably be breaking some boundaries considering we're strangers right now, and I don't want you to feel like I'm some kind of creep who would take advantage of the... You just... Did you just kiss me? Or am I hallucinating again? I think I just hallucinated something, so I'll be taking a moment to breathe, and... So, you think I talk too much, huh? I mean, I don't disagree with you, if I'm honest. I do talk too much. But it's because I don't really know what else to do in the circumstances. I don't want you to think I'm some lost cause, And I don't want to drag you down either. All of this, everything I've done, I've tried so hard. And... Right. I do take it to heart. The whole talking too much thing is a little much, right? Well, if I'm not talking, then I'm usually... You know what? Fuck it. You just better not blame me, because you're the one who kissed me. Alright? Do I got your, legal waiver going on here? I don't want you to think... fuck it. I miss these lips. I miss them a lot. More than I care to admit, if I'm honest. And there I go, talking too much again. But fuck it. If you fell in love with me once, Maybe I can make you fall in love with me again. Maybe when our eyes meet, it's not just for one thing or another. It's for true love. I'm that sickeningly romantic type that only ever had eyes for you. Ever since kindergarten. Though, if I'm honest, I wasn't sure if it was love, rivalry, whatever it was we had back then. Changed so much growing up with you. Whenever you dated someone else, I cursed them out. I tried to do things like make inventions to get them away from you. There's so many times I can think about it in my mind, in those memories, that I miss this. I didn't know what to do without it. Without you. I never felt right. It always felt so forced, like I was stifled, missing something. And I know someday we'll look back at this if you do choose me as a lucky bachelor to steal your heart. We might look back at this as a fond memory, you know? Maybe the turning point, if I can brave the wilderness and save us with that treasure. Or maybe I can just work twice as hard, pick up a few more jobs when I get back, and make up for the money I've lost. I just don't want you thinking I'm a colossal idiot. Maybe just a slight idiot, you know, making progress down the scale. I mean, maybe adult, something a little bit better than colossal. I mean, that's a big word, you know. I mean, telling me to shut up is kind of harsh, but I understand. And I agree with you. I do talk too much when I'm nervous. But why do you think I'm nervous? It's like the first time we kissed all over again. Because it's basically our first meeting, at least in a sense of it, with this wonky, mix-matched, messed up island. It's at least something we can have together, you know? I don't want you to go anywhere that I can't follow. I said it. I said it clearly, and I'm not taking it back. I don't want you with those other guys. And I don't want you alone either. I want you with me, in my arms, and preferably against my lips like that. Shh, no. Don't be like me and say all that rambling nonsense, because I know you're still confused. You don't need to try and put on a big face for me. I understand, and I just don't want this time to reset and end up all for nothing. I missed you. It's been a while since I've got you in my arms like this. And I just don't want this moment to end, no matter what happens. It's rare that we get an uninterrupted moment together. It almost feels like a honeymoon. Just hopefully not the honeymoon phase and it all ends up in the dumps again. Please don't break my heart. I'm begging you here. I'll make it worth your while, I promise. In fact, I'll make an invention when we get home just for you. And, you know, it'll make things more interesting. Maybe something for when we're together like this. Or something that makes you smile every morning. That's what I'd like to invent. When I do invent these things, I always think about the smile it might put on someone's face. You know what? Maybe that's my problem. I always think about it backwards. I try and make things for the purpose of making people smile. Art, inventions, everything I have the capacity to do. Because I don't just want to be a cog in a wheel. Honey, I want to make a difference. I guess if it can't be worldwide fame in everyone's life. Making it about your life and making you smile is the best thing I could think of. Wait, I think I said that out to all. Look. You are my priority, not the fame and fortune. I tried to get the fame and fortune to provide better for you because I was always crummy at that. I was always crummy at everything. Being a boyfriend ain't the easiest thing, and you know that I've been... Well, you don't know, but I've just... Yeah, I talk too much. I guess that's what it boils down to, ain't it? But it gets worse, because it's not just talking too much. I spent too much time thinking, not enough with actions. And if I take one thing from this bloody island, it's that I need to act more. And I think you're giving me signs right now, and I think I'm going to push you over now, if that's all right. And kiss you. So I guess it's too late for that warning. Because I wanted you. And I hope you want me to. Please give me a sign. Any kind of sign is fine. Yeah, I guess you were the one to kiss me first, so... You always shut me up, don't you? Always doing something that makes my heart race. You must be built different, honey. And I guess we're both lost in this crazy little adventure. Crazy little romance, I'd like to say. You'd like to as well. Well, then I definitely can't disappoint you. Guess we'll have to, for the continuity purposes, if you feel the same way, then I won't regret it. No matter what. Wait, are you sure? God, I sound so lame like that. Fuck it. You wanna go at it like animals and kiss and stuff? You wanna make out? I mean, if that's what you'd like to call it. This beach boat is so fucking uncomfortable, but somehow the warmth of your skin against mine more than makes up for it. I don't mind one bit, so long as you continue to be happy. Do I make you happy? I mean, I want to make sure of that. I do. I do. Of course I do. Then I won't stop. I won't look back, and I won't stop making you mine all over again. I figure that's something to look forward to, right? This crazy little thing called love. How adorable. The way you always know what to do. Even now. Even with time and space fucking up. You know just what to do. To make me feel safe. And make me know that I'm actually cared about in some capacity. At least it seems that way. I'd like to believe it's that way. Let me make you feel the same way. And I'd like nothing more than that. Than to make you feel incredible, happy, and so loved.
You rile me up in ways that makes me feel alive again. Not something I haven't been able to say in a very, very long time. At least if you think about it some way. Right, talking too much, right? Or maybe if I talk about you. How goddamn hot you are. How much you make me feel alive. Don't be shy now. Just relax. If this is what you want, just promise me, if I do anything wrong that makes you feel uncomfortable, that you would tell me, alright? I'm not trying to encroach or do something wrong, I just... Right, too many apprehension. Just want to make sure. I don't want you feeling like you have to. With me and stuff. With that said, god damn, you're something else, aren't you, baby? And you're delicious too. I love you, and I love that. God, I shouldn't mention love yet, should I? Maybe I can't hold back though. Do you mind if I was a little bit too much? Do you mind if I spoiled you slowly? Ins and outs of everything. Kiss by a glorious kiss. Like a beast, hungry for nothing but you. How you make me feel is more amazing than anything I could ever ask for. And I want more of you. More of this. You're something else, baby. Then, are you sure you're sure? Like, really sure? Then, who am I to argue? I'm trusting you. So trust me too. Won't you? Just relax, alright? I guess I don't need to tell you that, since you're practically leading the way. Easy does it. You're the perfect weight, shape, size to hold in my arms like this. At least for me, you're perfect. I love you, and I love this almost too much. And well, if it's all the same to you, I don't mind whatever you choose, but I prefer you choose me. I promise it's not a mistake. You're something else, completely. Every time I meet you, makes things so complicated, but so goddamn fun when I get to see you in a different light every time. I get to love you, and when you don't break my heart, that is. I love this side to you too. I think I love every side to you. If I'm honest, I can't not. I'm too addicted to you to ever stop, to ever think of anyone else. And baby, you're just built so different. The way that you look at me, the way that you give me so much. I want to give so much back to you, so much more, because you're everything to me. If I'm honest, everything I could desire, everything I could want, right in my arms. And that alone makes me feel so alive. Baby, won't you be mine on this little honeymoon of sorts? I know we're not married and we never got a chance to get that close, but I was hoping we might be able to get to that point someday. It's a dream of mine. I know I'm not much of a family man, but as long as I have you, that would be enough for me. The rest of it can fall into place whether we decide to start a family or not. I couldn't care less. There's so many options. I don't want to lose the option for you to be a part of it. I don't want to lose you no matter what. I never want to say goodbye, no matter what happens, baby. I want to be that spark of love in the dark that always makes you feel at home, wherever we are. I want to be the man of your dreams, but that's an understatement, if I'm honest. As much as words fail me, you can probably guess what I'm thinking, and it's all about you. It always was, and it always will be. You who steals my heart. God, you looked cute in that moment. Cuter than anything I've ever had the joy of experiencing. And I know that's saying something, and you probably don't believe it, considering this is, many times out that we've been here doing this. But I want you to know it's true. It's very true. I could never think of having moments like this with anyone else besides you. Moments like this are everything to me. Just like you. You're the culmination of all of these moments put together, and so much more than that. You're what completes me, makes me feel more than alive. You make me feel like the luckiest man in the world when I have you, and like the damnedest idiot when I don't. So please, don't break my heart. I'm begging you here. After this, I don't know if I could take it, if I'm honest. After having so much close time with you, I think I've been spoiled this time around. I hope we can learn the secrets together and that things won't get all messy. I know it always does, but maybe this time will be different. Can't tell you how many times I've said that. If I'm honest, it's been, over 1,000 now? I can't even say. But honestly, I'd do it all again with you. Every little thing. Because it's you. Because it's not anyone else who could make me feel this. Look at you being feisty again. There's a moment that goes by that you aren't, it seems. At least given your track history. I like that feisty side to you too. But, oh, I see. You want to drown all the confusion out, don't you? Well, don't mind if we do then.